Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am going to do a demonstration on how to essentially disassemble one of these little round toggle rocker switches so that you can reorient the cap. You'll notice on the heater and AC controls that I'm using in my Daytona Coupe build, the air conditioning button came with the orientation with the LED at the bottom and the graphic at the top. There was a blank spot in this, with a plug in it that I popped out, and I wanted to find a switch that had a fog light graphic and an LED. But you'll notice that the LED is oriented at the top of the switch, so the graphic and the LED are in reverse position. And you're probably thinking, well, just put the switch in 180 degrees. Well, you can't do that because these switches come with this this little keyway, if you will, that keeps them oriented in a specific way with the ground pin, this bronze or brass colored pin at the bottom of the switch, basically, and that keyway is on the right. You'll notice if I look at the other side of the switch, there's no key here. So you can't just turn it over and have it work the way you want. It would be backwards anyway. So it'd be, flip this way would be on and flip this way would be off, which would be opposite of the way that this switch works. So what I'm going to do is take this switch apart and rotate this cap 180 degrees. So how do I do that? It's pretty straightforward. You'll see on either side of the switch, you have these two small holes, and those basically act as little places where this rocker switch will pivot in the body of the switch. So what you want to do is go into those holes with a small pick tool or a screwdriver and basically try to gently pry in those locations to get the cap and the rocker part of the switch loose from the body. So you'll see now I've got it where it's moved, and I'm going to gently pull that apart. Now when you do that, there's a spring that goes in here, and you'll see it's laying now inside the switch, and then this little rocker detent or contact is also in there, and it may fall out too. Just note the orientation with the little contact tab going to the contact that's down below, and then it just kind of sits in there. All right, so that's what it will look like in the correct position. But now that I've got the cap or the rocker apart, this cap will come off by simply releasing this tab here. And you'll notice right now that tab is on the side with the metal contact. We're going to flip it 180 degrees. So I'm just going to pry that loose and rotate it 180 degrees. So now, get on there. Okay, so now it is opposite of where it was, and I'm going to take this spring and push that back into the hole on the switch, and now the contact that you see here will align to the metal contact pin that you see inside the switch body, which is now on the right hand side of the camera. You can see it. And what I want to do is then just gently put those two pieces back together, lining up the holes so I can click that rocker back into place. And now you will see that my LED is at the bottom of the switch with the key on the right. And to show you that it actually does work, I'll apply in my bench power supply, I will put the ground on the bottom and power to the input of the switch. And now you'll see in this orientation, which is the way I want it, it's off. And when I turn the switch on by flipping it down, now the LED will light, which is the orientation that I want on this other one. And that's really all there is to it. Pretty straightforward. A couple little fidgety parts in there. These things are really cheap, so if you damage one, they're not too hard to get replacements, other than the one that I had to get for the fog lights. Those are a little hard to come by. I did find a few sources. Most of them ship direct from China, so I didn't want to go through ordering, you know, another one until I figured out how to actually make these things work. But that's it. That's the way you do it. Thanks.